Last episode we went to Croatia, took someone for a ride, and explored the coast to find a beautiful landing stage and a ship graveyard. Now it's time for the first big ride to an island called Unije. Plan was to start in Pula, stop at a small island with a lighthouse on it in the middle of the sea, and then keep on heading to Unije. 50 kilometers in total. It was the first time we crossed the Gulf and I was nervous because I know what it's like when the jet ski breaks down. Never been that far in the open sea.
I was not conscious what could happen with the jet ski, that it could break down. For me, it was one of the most adventurous rides on the backseat. Such a long distance. It was cinema.
Wie ist der Plan?
Der Plan ist gleich schlafen gehen. Morgen früh, 7 Uhr aufstehen, nichts essen, Kaffee, Nescafé, 2 in 1, bisschen kochendes Wasser rein, Sachen packen, Geräte sind geladen, kurz was einkaufen, Steg, Jet rein, direkt los, Leuchtturm und dann Insel dahinter.
Dann fahren wir komplett hier außen rum, bis an die südlichste Spitze und dann fahren wir hier die komplette Strecke übers Meer. So der Plan zumindest.
Ja, und dort aus?
Und dort aus weiter zur nächsten Insel namens Unije.
Nonstop durch.
But the weather wasn't in our favor. Wir sind noch nicht los, warum?
Das Wetter spielt verrückt.
Wetter spielt verrückt. Regen und Wind. Jetzt hat's aufgehört. We still decided to start our journey when the weather got a little bit better.
Okay, let's go. Ready? All the splashes into my face, my mouth was full of salt water, my nose, everything. Only covered up with my...
You put the hoodie above your face to protect it. We had to stop at this island and it was so hard to get to the island that I was questioning everything. Since we had problems fighting the waves in the beginning, we decided to stop on an island called Venera and hoped for better conditions. We found a nice spot where we can beach the jet ski, and we did it. Actually, that was the nicest spot to beach it. It was just one big flat stone. We also explored the island and found this beautiful magical beacon or obelisk.
With the nice obelisk.
Like from far away, it looks small. If you walk up, you can see it in the footage. It's really big. I searched the internet for the historical background of the beacon or the obelisk, but the only information that I found was that it was probably put there by the Roman Empire. After the short stay, we decided to continue our journey and headed to the lighthouse island called Galliola. I remember when we left the island, I still questioned everything. We were asking ourselves, should we go? Should we just go back? And then I said, let's just go into that direction and we'll see. And then we just started and we didn't stop. But it was okay. We definitely went into worse conditions later on.
Yeah.
There was this island where we stopped with the lighthouse, and at first you couldn't even see it. The ski was showing the direction, the GPS, but you couldn't see it. A few kilometers for reaching the lighthouse, you could see it in the distance.
Genau geradeaus. Wenn ich stehe, dann siehst du ganz leicht die Insel und so einen kleinen Turm.
There was a ring on the stone wall and we put a rope on it and it was fine. It was just sitting there. And we were so far away. You could guess that Ischia was on the horizon. It was so far away. You couldn't see it. You could see some mountains in the north. You could see some islands on the other side. But Ischia was so far away, you could only guess that it's there somewhere on the horizon. We still had our doubts to continue the journey. Never have we been so far away from the coast. But as they say, when in doubt, take the next small step. And we did.
To turn around at this point was not an option. The destination we wanted to go to was so near to us that we just said, let's go.
I wanted to go close to that cliff to check it out, to take some videos, and I went into that direction, but then I thought like, man, we're so far away, I just want to get into a safe harbor.
Hier einfach auf einer Insel gestrandet. Ihr wisst nicht wo. Nach Plan ist alles verlaufen. Mehr oder weniger alles nach Plan verlaufen. Ja, jetzt gucken wir mal, wo wir hier anlegen.
And then we reached it, and the water turned completely calm. The way to Unie was hard, stressful, I was nervous, but it was worth it.
We prayed and we went straight to Unie.
We prayed for it, and then we sent it. We finally arrived at the island. We tied the jet up and stepped onto the island. To see what we discovered there, check out next episode if you like. Much love.